Good morning, everyone. Today, I'll share an innovative way to build public support for climate policy through a mascot campaign that brings climate change awareness to the public in an approachable and memorable way. The challenge is getting public support for climate policy. So, despite the urgency of climate change, public support for climate policies is often lukewarm or resistant. So, the question is, how do we engage the public in a meaningful way that inspires action and support for climate policy? The solution: Stormy the Otter. Uh, Introducing Stormy. Um, he is a friendly lifeguard mascot designed to raise awareness about extreme weather and climate change. Think of him as kind of a modern day Smokey the Bear. But instead of warning about wildfires, Stormy will focus on the dangers of climate change and promote sustainability practices. So, how does Stormy work? Stormy will partner with the National Weather Service to provide weather advisories on beaches and public spaces, warnings about storms, floods, heat waves, and other climate-related threats. His role is to simplify uh, weather warnings and offer safety tips in a fun and approachable way. And then from there, we can expand the message. Over time, Stormy will appear on stamps, stickers, TV ads, and billboards, anything and everything, delivering climate-friendly messages such as recycle bottles and cans, buy produce in season. And then these messages will gradually become more complex, educating the public on carbon conscious practices and behaviors. Um, and then from there, we have the advocacy and climate policy aspect that Slimmer will lean into. So he will use his platform to support climate policies, sharing information on social media, brochures, and through public endorsements. His presence will help inform and persuade voters, encouraging them to support climate-friendly policies when they're up on the docket. Um, so, kind of how is this going to work? Well, this mascot works in a number of ways. First off is in reducing anxiety and creating enthusiasm. So climate change often causes anxiety already, especially with extreme weather events, which can stifle support for climate action in this like loop of energy wasting. By associating climate change with a positive and friendly mascot, we can reduce that anxiety and inspire enthusiasm for climate action. Additionally, you can look into heuristics and specifically trust dynamics. So people will trust familiar figures, just as Smokey the Bear helped people understand wildfire prevention. Stormy will essentially become a trusted figure for climate safety, simplifying those complex issues and policies and becoming the go-to person for information regarding it. So it's supposed to be nonpartisan and kind of replace partisan cues for climate opinions. And then third, we have memory. So, and specifically regarding engagement. So, having that repeated exposure to Stormy in various forms, ads, social media, weather warnings, having him everywhere as the singular face of climate action and climate issues makes it easier for them to accept these climate friendly messages. Um, so you can look also back to some online appraisal theories of how this also works. So having people have that online positive appraisal initially and then retrieving that positive information back again will hopefully inspire more climate action, or at the very least positivity when it comes to voting for climate policy. So in conclusion, Stormy the Otter offers this creative way to shift public opinion on climate policy. By using a friendly, memorable mascot, we increase the public awareness of climate change and encourage support for policies in an engaging and positive way. And then here are my references.